This video contains a truth that has changed the lives of many people. If you are having health problems and have ever felt stuck, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section so we can share useful knowledge together. Have you ever woken up with stiffness in your joints, or maybe after sitting for a while, you feel that sharp discomfort when you try to move? If you're over 60, you're not alone. It's something many of us face as we get older. But here's the good news. There are simple, effective stretches you can do every day that help ease that pain and keep you moving more freely. In today's video, we're diving into the 10 best stretches for joint pain relief that you can do daily. No special equipment required, and you don't have to be an expert to get started. I'm going to walk you through some stretches that can bring you instant relief and help you feel more flexible and less stiff throughout your day. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple routine that you can easily incorporate into your morning or evening routine to start feeling better right away. Now, I know many of us have a tendency to avoid stretching or exercise when we're feeling that discomfort. You might think, I'll just rest it and it'll go away. But here's the thing, movement is actually one of the best ways to reduce joint pain and stiffness. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but trust me, with just a few minutes each day, you'll start to feel the difference. Before we dive into the stretches, remember that if you have any specific conditions or are experiencing certain kinds of pain, it's always good to consult with your doctor first. But don't worry, these stretches are gentle and designed for all levels of mobility. You can adjust them as needed based on your range of motion. Let's start with the first few stretches, ones that focus on some of the most common areas where people experience pain: the lower back, knees, and shoulders. These are areas that often get tight as we age, and doing a few simple moves every day can help keep them more mobile. Stretch 1. Gentle spine twist for lower back relief. The first stretch I want to show you is a gentle spine twist. This one is fantastic for releasing tension in the lower back, which is a common area of discomfort for many seniors. When you sit or stand for long periods, your spine can get stiff, leading to that achy feeling. To start, sit comfortably on a sturdy chair, preferably one with a backrest. Keep your feet flat on the floor and sit up straight. Place your left hand on the back of the chair or the seat for support, and gently twist your upper body to the left. Hold the position for a few breaths, and then return to center. Repeat on the other side. What you'll feel as you do this stretch is a gentle pull along your spine, which will help release any tightness. Try to keep your movements slow and controlled. No need to rush. Just breathe deeply and let your body loosen up. This stretch is fantastic because it not only helps your back, but it also stimulates circulation throughout your entire torso. Stretch 2. Knee extensions for joint comfort. Next, let's focus on the knees. Knee pain is another common issue as we age, especially if we've had any previous injuries or are dealing with conditions like arthritis. One simple stretch you can do is the knee extension, which helps to gently increase flexibility and circulation around the knee joint. To do this, sit on a chair with your feet flat on the ground. Slowly extend one leg out in front of you, straightening your knee as much as you can without forcing it. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower your leg back down. Repeat this motion 10 times on each leg. As you do this, focus on the muscles around your knee. The idea here is to keep the movement smooth and not rush through it. This will help your knee joint feel more lubricated and less stiff. It also strengthens the muscles around your knee, providing better support over time. Stretch 3. Shoulder circles for upper body relief. Finally, let's move to the shoulders. We often forget how much tension can build up here, especially if you spend a lot of time hunched over a computer, reading, or even driving. Tight shoulders can contribute to discomfort in the neck, upper back, and even the arms. To do shoulder circles, sit or stand tall and let your arms relax by your sides. Slowly begin to circle your shoulders forward in a smooth motion, making the circles as big or small as feels comfortable for you. After a few seconds, reverse the direction and circle your shoulders backward. Aim for 10 circles in each direction. This simple exercise helps to increase blood flow and release stiffness in the shoulders, which can make a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. Plus, it's a great way to relieve any tension that might be affecting your neck or upper back as well. So, now that we've covered these first few stretches, I want to remind you that you can do these throughout the day, whether in the morning to get started or during a break when you start to feel stiff. Keep practicing them regularly, and you should notice some immediate relief. Next, we're going to dive into a few more stretches that will target different areas of the body and help you move even more freely. But for now, keep practicing these first 3 stretches, and let me know in the comments if you're feeling some improvement already. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're sticking with us. We've already covered some foundational stretches for your lower back, knees, and shoulders. And I can tell you, consistency is key when it comes to joint pain relief. The more you practice, the more you'll feel those joints loosening up and moving with less discomfort. Now that you've gotten a feel for those initial stretches, let's dive into a few more that will target other common areas where joint pain often lurks: the hips, wrists, and ankles. These areas, when they become stiff, can affect your balance and mobility, which is something we definitely want to keep in check as we age. So, let's continue with some stretches that can help keep those joints healthy and pain-free. Stretch 4. Hip flexor stretch for hip pain relief. Let's begin with a stretch for the hips. The hip flexors are a group of muscles that can become tight if we sit for long periods. They can also become stiff due to general aging, leading to discomfort when standing or walking. It's not uncommon to feel a bit of strain in the hips, especially after a long day. But there's a simple stretch that can provide immediate relief. To do the hip flexor stretch, begin by standing with your feet hip-width apart. Step 1 foot back so you're in a lunge position, but keep your back leg straight and your front knee bent. You should feel a gentle stretch in the front of your hip on the side of the leg. That is extended back. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch sides. This stretch is effective because it opens up the hips, relieving that nagging tightness in the hip flexors. If it feels too intense, just back off a little until you're comfortable. The key here is to find that sweet spot where you feel a stretch but aren't forcing your body. Stretch 5. Wrist flexion and extension for wrist pain relief. Next up, let's talk about the wrists. As we age, we tend to develop issues like osteoarthritis, which can affect the hands and wrists. If you've ever experienced aching or stiff wrists, you know how frustrating it can be, especially when performing daily tasks like writing or even gripping things. A simple yet effective stretch for wrist pain is the wrist flexion and extension stretch. Start by extending one arm in front of you, palm facing upwards. With your opposite hand, gently pull your fingers back towards your body, stretching the underside of your wrist and forearm. Hold for about 15 to 20 seconds, then release and repeat on the other wrist. After this, flip your hand so that your palm is facing downward, and gently push your fingers towards the floor to stretch the top of your wrist and forearm. Hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds and switch sides. These stretches target both sides of your wrist joint, helping to release any stiffness and improve flexibility. Doing this regularly will help increase the mobility in your wrists, reducing that stiff, achy feeling. Plus, it's so easy to do throughout the day, even while watching TV or relaxing. Stretch 6. Ankle circles for improved mobility. Finally, let's focus on the ankles. As we get older, ankle mobility tends to decrease, which can make walking a bit more challenging, and can even lead to falls or sprains if your ankles are weak. The good news is, with a simple ankle circle exercise, you can increase circulation and mobility in your ankles, making it easier to move and preventing stiffness. To do ankle circles, sit in a comfortable chair with your feet flat on the floor. Lift one foot off the ground and slowly begin to rotate your ankle in a circular motion, 10 times in one direction and then 10 times in the other direction. Afterward, switch to the other ankle and repeat the same motion. This simple movement can have a profound impact on your ankle joint, improving range of motion and helping to prevent discomfort when walking. If you want to take it a step further, you can also do this stretch standing, but be sure to hold onto a sturdy chair or counter for balance if needed. These ankle circles are a great way to wake up those joints in the morning, or to give them a little relief after being on your feet for an extended period. Plus, they only take a few minutes to do, making them a perfect addition to your daily routine. Stretch 7. Cat-cow stretch for spine and neck relief. Now, Let's move on to a fantastic stretch for your spine and neck. The cat-cow stretch is a yoga-inspired movement that can do wonders for your entire back, especially if you tend to feel tightness or discomfort in your neck or spine. To do the cat-cow stretch, start by getting onto your hands and knees on a comfortable surface. Align your wrists directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Begin by gently arching your back upwards like a cat stretching, tucking your chin towards your chest. Hold for a moment and then reverse the motion, allowing your belly to sink towards the floor and lifting your head and tailbone upwards, like a cow stretching. Repeat this for 8 to 10 rounds, flowing smoothly between the two positions. This stretch is fantastic for loosening up the spine and neck, which often carry tension and can lead to headaches, poor posture, and general discomfort. It also helps with spinal alignment, which is especially important as we age. As you move through these stretches, remember that the goal is to listen to your body. If something feels uncomfortable, ease off a little bit and adjust the stretch so that it's effective but not painful. By consistently doing these stretches each day, you'll start to notice less stiffness, more fluid movement, and an overall improvement in your joint health. Now, I want you to keep practicing these stretches and see how they work for you. Let me know how you feel after trying them, and if you have any questions or feedback, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're feeling good with these stretches, stay tuned for the next set of exercises that will further help to keep you pain-free and moving with ease. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with me. We've now covered a solid series of stretches that can bring immediate relief to some of the most common joint pain areas: your hips, wrists, ankles, and even your spine. If you've been following along, you should already feel some noticeable improvements in flexibility and comfort. That's what I love about these stretches. They work quickly, and you can feel the difference after just a few sessions. But what I want to emphasize today is that relief doesn't stop here. Joint health is an ongoing commitment, and the more we take care of our bodies, the better we feel. So, let's dive into a few more stretches that will continue helping you maintain that freedom of movement, plus some additional tips to keep your joints in top shape for years to come. Stretch 8. Shoulder rolls for neck and shoulder tension relief. Let's focus now on an area that many of us forget about until it starts bothering us: the shoulders. The shoulders can get tight due to stress, poor posture, or simply aging. You might notice a constant ache around the neck and shoulders, especially after long periods of sitting or working at a desk. A simple but incredibly effective stretch to relieve this tension is the shoulder roll. To do this, simply sit or stand up tall, keeping your back straight. Roll your shoulders forward in a circular motion 10 times. Then reverse the direction and roll them backward 10 times. This movement helps release the built-up tension in your shoulder muscles and the upper part of your back. Not only will it improve mobility in your shoulders, but it will also ease neck stiffness, which often accompanies shoulder tension. It's perfect to do during a break in your day or just before bedtime to help you relax. Stretch 9. Seated spinal twist for upper and lower back relief. Next, let's turn our attention to the spine again. We've done a few stretches already for the neck and lower back, but the seated spinal twist is a wonderful exercise that targets both the upper and lower back, promoting mobility and easing any stiffness in your torso. To do the seated spinal twist, start by sitting on the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Keep your spine tall, shoulders relaxed. Slowly twist your torso to one side, placing one hand on the back of the chair and your other hand on your opposite knee. Hold the stretch for 15 to 20 seconds, breathing deeply into the twist. Then gently come back to center and repeat on the other side. This stretch is great for improving spinal flexibility and also releases any tension in the lower back and hips. It's an easy way to incorporate a gentle twist into your routine without straining your body. Plus, this exercise can help maintain a healthy range of motion, which is essential for preventing discomfort as you move throughout your day. Stretch 10. The wall push-up for chest and shoulder opening. Now, let's finish off with a simple yet effective stretch for the chest and shoulders. Over time, many people develop a rounded posture, especially if they spend a lot of time hunched over computers or reading. This can lead to discomfort in the chest, shoulders, and upper back. A great stretch to combat this is the wall push-up. It's simple, but but it helps open up your chest and shoulders. Stand facing a wall with your feet about shoulder width apart. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Now, bend your elbows and gently bring your chest towards the wall as if you were doing a push-up. Hold for a few seconds, then push back to the starting position. Repeat this 10 times. It's not only a good stretch, but also a light exercise that will improve posture by opening up the chest and shoulders. Over time, this can help you stand taller, breathe more easily, and prevent discomfort in the upper body. Maintaining joint health beyond stretching. Now that we've covered a solid list of stretches, let's take a quick moment to discuss a few tips that will help you maintain your joint health in the long term. These are small changes you can incorporate into your lifestyle to protect your joints and keep your body feeling great as you age. First, remember that staying active is key. You don't have to run marathons, but regular walking, swimming, or even light biking can make a big difference. Moving your body daily helps lubricate your joints, improve flexibility, and maintain bone health. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement every day, whether it's a brisk walk, a short yoga session, or even just some light stretching. Second, don't underestimate the importance of hydration. Dehydration can lead to stiff joints, so be sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. This is especially important if you're doing stretches or exercising, as staying hydrated helps keep your joints lubricated and functioning properly. Lastly, keep an eye on your weight. Extra weight can put additional stress on your joints, particularly the knees, hips, and lower back. Maintaining a healthy weight can relieve that pressure, reducing the likelihood of joint pain. It's not about drastic changes, it's about being mindful of your eating habits and finding a balance that works for you. Final thoughts, small changes, big results. As we wrap up today's video, I want to remind you that it's never too late to start taking care of your joints. The stretches we've discussed are simple and easy to incorporate into your daily routine, and they can make a world of difference in how you feel. If you've been consistent with these stretches, I hope you're already noticing the positive effects in your body: less stiffness, more mobility, and better overall joint health. Remember, small changes lead to big results. It might feel like a little effort today, but in a few weeks, you'll feel more flexible, more comfortable, and more confident moving through your day. As always, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share your experience with these stretches. What's working for you? Do you have any other joint pain relief tips to share? Let's support each other and continue on this journey to better health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Here's to living your best life at any age, pain-free and full of movement. Keep stretching, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next video.